Was hanging with you and then I realized I didn't think it was true. I was so...
Assalamualaikum and hi to Madam AFIDA ARAPA and to all my classmates. We are from Group 2 will present about Eksa in Public Service Department. This is our list of group members which consists of myself, ADINAH, AZRI, AINA and MYRAIN. First thing first, I would like to talk about the introduction. The Malaysian Administrative Modernization and Management Planning Unit or MAMPU has launched the Public Sector Conducive Ecosystem or known as Eksa in January 2014 as a rebranding initiative of the Public Sector 5S in response to the need to emphasize a quality and conducive workplace in order to be more important to Malaysian government departments and agencies. This rebranding effort is in response to recent reforms and criteria aimed at increasing the organization's efficiency and competitiveness, as well as encouraging a more creative and innovative culture within government departments and agencies. In the early 1980s, the 5S concept was introduced to the Japanese businesses. 5S is a management system or tool that can help a company to build a quality work atmosphere that is relaxed, clean and secure while still maintaining adherence to expectations and encouraging continuous improvement. 5S is a collection of environmental management tools developed by Japan, with a focus on 5 action measures beginning with the letter S and M at the systematic management of hygiene practices. The 5S are summarized from the Japanese terms, which are Seri, Seitan, Seiso, Seketsu, and Shitsuke. This term of 5S sorts, set, shine, standardize, and sustain are Malay words. Since 2010, the government have already practiced this rebranding of 5S practices Eksa. By improving these 5S practices are the cornerstone of the Eksa implementation. Eksa implementation is not meant to replace the 5S model, but actually it is to enhance it by assisting in the development to create a more conducive work environment.
Hi, my name is SYAZWANI binti ARMAN and I will explain to you about the background of PSD. The name of Public Service Department PSD was established on 15 August 1968. The location was first established on August 22, 1934 in Singapore City Hall and now is at Pusat Pentadbiran Kerajaan Persekutuan Putrajaya, Malaysia. The head of PSD, which is the Director General of Public Service KPPA, is Tan Sri Muhammad Khairul Adib Abdul Rahman. The Deputy Director General of Public Service, which is TKPPA, is Datuk Seri Suhaimi Mahbar for the development section or sector, and second is Datuk Dr. Rose Lena Lazimi for the operation sector. The vision of PSD is to be the civil service that is high-performing, ethical, dynamic, and comprehensive manpower organization. However, their mission is to lead and direct the development of human resources in the public sector. There are a lot of objectives that become their principle of the organization PSD, but one of it is to rationalize the size of the public service through a systematic and structured human resource planning by conducting a comprehensive manpower organization. However, their second objective is also to provide the public service with service schemes and organizational structure that are relevant, flexible, and able to respond to current needs. In order to make sure that all of these are well executed, PSD have to keep improving the development of human resources in order to have a quality services. This is why Eksa has been implemented, which is for the development of public sector such as PSD organization. MAMPU has been implementing Eksa in January 2014 in an effort to enhance and rebrand 5S activities in the public sector. Then, to show the consistency of the work environment, the positive image and business image that will be more suitable to Malaysian government departments, on 24 June 2015, MAMPU published the Eksa implementation guide to replace the public sector 5S procedure guide, which being guidance since 2010. Moreover, PSD moved away from 5 practice certification by Malaysian Productivity Corporation MPC towards Eksa certification by MAMPU in order to improve work performance and organizational competitiveness, as well as to further invigorate the creative and innovative culture among its community members. The implementation of Eksa in PSD organization will be able to create a work environment that is neater, cleaner, organized, and safe. In addition, PSD staff will be able to build a good discipline and work ethic that will result in high-performing work as well as creating a collaborative spirit and assist one another. It is also will impact on PSD productivity as well, service quality and efficiency, as well as contributing in the development of more effective work processes and reduce operating costs.
The implementations of Eksa in Public Service Department is a model for other governments, agencies to attempt develop a high performance and dynamic organizations culture based on creativity and innovations. So there are 4 important steps of implementing Eksa and 5 action standards that need to be followed by the agency to ensure they can adapt to manage the Eksa in their department. Step number 1, Public Service Department need to forming one Eksa implementation committee to help increasing the number of participants and to achieving a high performance work culture in their department. Step number 2, Public Service Department need to create Eksa zone and documentations. Eksa zone is created to help to facilitate the implementations of Eksa, whereby the documentation is for reference use resource for the future of the department. Step number 3, the Eksa committee need to conduct training program for the employees. The purpose is to provide enough information and to help them understand more about their responsibilities related to the Eksa. Step number 4, Public Service Department need to conduct launching event as a symbolic that the department is agree and willing to adapt the Eksa policy which is provided by Mampu Malaysia. Now, moving on to the 5 action standard, which is the first one is about the corporation image. The perceptions of customer is very important to ensure the image can be maintained always. The second standard is about the creativity and innovations. This standard will require all the employees to think outside of the box in order to create a compatible workplace environments for them. Third standard is about the green practice such as recycling and energy efficiency of safe resource must always be practiced optimally. Because of this practice, Public Service Department succeed to get the certifications of green computing initiatives, which is the certifications will be valid for only 2 years. The next standard is about the conducive environment, where the department need to emphasize on how the service is delivered to the customer. The last standard is the agency diversity, where the department need to provide various type of service to the customer alongside with the good qualities that the customer deserve to achieve. So now we are done with the part of Eksa implementation in Public Service Department. So let's move on to the next part of presentation.
After we know about the implementation of Eksa, we must need to take a look at the benefit of Eksa towards the Public Services Department itself. First and foremost, these Eksa programs will promote innovative and creative thinking among the PSD personnel. They had been asked to arrange an Eksa training programs, providing online services, and renovating their workplace to be more orderly and pleasing to eyes. During the implementation of Eksa, they need to think outside of the box in order to come up with the great ideas in dealing with a certain obstacle and creating efficiency system as to ensure their performance is at a satisfactory level. Moreover, Eksa program will create a conducive work environment that is organized, clean, tidy, and safe for all workers and customers as well. It is very crucial to do so since it will influence the performance for each of the workers. Having a mess work environment with improper management will make some difficulty for them to find a missing file and then slowing their work and services. Fortunately, this Eksa program will give a benefit to them since it will create a more conducive environment in their workplace so they can providing services to the people without any delay. Last but not least, Eksa program will increase cooperation among the PSD employees. This is because of when the EXA program are being carried out, it is responsibility for all the workers in the organization. Everyone must play their roles from the top management to the middle and bottom level of the workers. They need to ensure that all the workplace facilities are functioning properly, are in a clean condition and a great safeness. By working together in the implementation of EXA will become much easier to fulfill those criteria. Thus, by sharing the common interests, it will help them to cooperate with one another in performing group work in the future.
To sum up, EXA is available to all PSD employees as a reference for implementing quality environmental management in the workplace. The Public Sector Conducive Ecosystem or EXA was created to help the public sector agencies in Malaysia to improve the organizational culture of high performance and innovation. This is considered as a crucial action that need to be taken as it will improvise the way of the government delivering the services to the public. Most of the governments today is generally exist solely because of the people. Without the existence and consent of the people, the government will have no chance of coming to control the country. Thus, the government need to ensure that all the public workers are being competent enough in delivering a good services to the public in order to satisfy the people's desire, wants and requirements. Basically, the government is created by the people through the election. Even the rule power is passed down hereditarily, the ruling class is still considered as important. They still follow the same concept of the democratic countries, whereby they need to respond to the needs of the people as to ensure the stability and the development of the country. As a result, the government is obviously responsible to protect the nation and take care of the well-being of the people. The country are being treated as the customer that should be delivered good and fairly services regardless of the family background, race, religion and social class. Unlike in the private sector, all the workers in the public sector including the Public Service Department or PSD workers are indeed destined to work for the sake of the people rather than oriented with a monetary profit. Generally, the EXA is not designed to replace the existing concept of 5S practices, but rather to enhance the 5S aspect by assisting in the construction of a pleasant working environment. PSD workers will form a strong discipline and work ethic through the implementation of EXA, resulting in high-quality service delivery. In order to develop work processes and achieve set outcomes, EXA will promote a spirit of collaboration and facilitate an imaginative and creative community. Previously, the government services in the public sector are not as efficient and effective compared to the recent years. But nowadays, technology advancement is widely being used for all people while doing their daily life. Undoubtedly, the implementation of EXA will bring a lot of benefits to the public workers in delivering services through the positive working place culture as well as to the people by boosting people's pleasure or contentment with the services. I think that's all from us.